happy quarantine. Today is either day 2, day 9, or it's the end of the world, and this is just how things are now. So I thought that because time doesn't exist and it could be 5 in the morning or 10 at night, that I would make cinnamon rolls. Because who fucking cares, right? I'm gonna eat them now. I'm gonna eat them in the morning. I'm gonna have them at lunch. I'm gonna eat them all by myself. I feel like we could do like a green eggs and ham thing here. Anyways, these are the sweet potatoes that I made in that last video, whenever that was filmed. They're so good, I swear. Here are the things that you're gonna need. Some sort of non-dairy milk. I like almond. There's rice milk, coconut, and who am I forgetting? Cashew oat. I would recommend a nut-based beverage for this. I don't like rice milk when I cook. It's not thick enough. It's a personal preference though. If you like it, you can use it. It's not gonna mess it up so terrible that this is all gonna be garbage. That's my personal preference. That's my advice to you, is to use a nut base. We have some flour. We have nutritional yeast. I'm sorry, I just called this nutritional yeast. Oh my god, did I just mess this up? No, it's okay. Nutritional yeast is delicious. This is not nutritional yeast. This is active dry yeast. I'm just slowly going crazy. I'm very excited about this. I got this in the mail a couple days ago. White sugar, brown sugar, powdered sugar. You're gonna need all 3. Salt, I'm using kosher salt. If you have iodized, that's fine. I also have Himalayan salt that's already ground up. Salt is its like own, it's just its own video. If you're super bored and you want to watch something on Netflix, salt, acid, fat, heat, or fat, salt, acid, heat. I don't know. I didn't make it. I don't need to get it right. It's on Netflix. It's really great. I would recommend watching it. Even though I'm talking about vegan food and she uses animal products, I think it's really, really smart, and it really teaches you how to be a better cook, because those are the essentials in creating recipes. So highly recommend it. She has a whole movie on salt. It's phenomenal. I geeked out over it. It was like super nerdy. We have tofutti cream cheese. It's not my favorite. Sorry guys, you have really been there for me when I needed it, and so I don't mean to diss you, but Kite Hill, killing it. Oh, they're so good. Vanilla, anytime you're baking, you can count on using that. Even when I have recipes that don't call for vanilla, I just put it in. I think it makes everything better. Earth Balance. This is not a paid sponsorship for Earth Balance, but I love you guys so much. And if you wanted to give me Earth Balance butter for free, because I have like 20 sticks of Earth Balance in my fridge, and I can always use more Earth Balance. Every time people are like, how do I make a vegan thing without butter? I'm like, just buy this. Look at this. Earth Balance. Buy it. What else? Cinnamon. It's cinnamon rolls. Duh, of course we have that. And last but not least, this is not in the recipe that I'm using, but I'm adding it. I love sweets, but I don't love them as much as I used to when I was like 7. I'm a little bit older than that now. So I really enjoy a little bit of heat in my sweets. I like the heat with the fats. It's delicious. So this is chipotle powder. If you don't have chipotle, you can use red pepper. You can use Cajun powder. Like, be creative. I don't care what, you're the one that has to eat it. What do I care? Just use something that's got like a little bit of hot, or don't use it. Again, I don't care. I'm literally just talking to my camera, and then when I stop this, I'm gonna go hug my cat.
Okay, so the first step is to melt the butter with the almond milk, and then you're going to add in the sweet potatoes and cook until it's all emulsified. We've got our butter, milk, and sweet potato mixture all set. I'm going to put it to the side for now while we get the dry ingredients going. Okay, I'm taking 3 cups of all-purpose flour and being really careful to level it off in the bag. Don't worry about that. It's where we're going to put the dough later when it's time to roll and knead. I think I'm telling you a story about me being like Grandpa Simpson. Not really sure. We're adding 1/4 cup granulated sugar, 2 1/4 teaspoons of active dry yeast, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I'm pretty sure I'm telling you another story that doesn't go anywhere right there. Don't worry, you're not missing out on anything. I'm using my fingers to sift all of the dry ingredients together. It's super important to get everything fully incorporated. You can use a sifter if you want. I have one to the side over there, but I opted not to use it for this recipe. Now what I'm doing is adding all the wet ingredients. What you couldn't see was I made a large crater in the middle of the bowl to pour it in. And now I'm just sort of gently pulling everything into the center to get it fully and evenly mixed. I'm going to use a wooden spoon until, see, it's starting to get really sticky. Now I have to use my hands because it's too hard to stir. I'm kneading it in the bowl and I'm waiting for it to feel just right. It's still really soft right now, but there's going to come a point where it starts to get really tacky and kind of gummy. That's right, I'm punching it. Punch it. There we go. That is the sweet spot. I'm going to mix it a little bit more in the bowl. See how gloopy it is. And now the fun part. This is probably my favorite part of making any sort of bread or dough, is getting to knead it. It just makes me think of Play-Doh when we were little. So you can see I'm not being super aggressive. I don't want to over knead it. Kneading it activates the gluten. Well, the gluten's already being activated, but you don't want to make really tough and chewy bread. So I'm just sort of rolling it around in the flour, giving it a couple more little kneads, and then shaping it into a ball. And then I'm going to put it back into a clean bowl. The last step is to cover your bread with saran wrap or a towel. Now we wait 1 hour for the bread to rise, so go ahead and pour yourself a drink. You can't tell, but I'm actually crazy excited. The dough looks great. I'm dumping it out onto my floured work surface, and then I'm just going to punch it down. This helps get some of the gas that's accumulated from the yeast fermenting inside of the dough out. I'm shaping it out. I'm pulling it with my hands at first, and then I'm going to get my rolling pin and shape it into a 16 by 12 inch square. In the downtime, I melted half a cup of butter. I'm brushing the dough with it because this is where I'm going to place all of that delightful brown sugar and cinnamon that I've got set aside in a bowl. Okay, I'm definitely giving away that it's the first time I've done this. There's no shame in reading and rereading a recipe, by the way. So I'm turning over the dough really tightly at the end, and I'm just making a nice little log. By the way, this was crazy soothing to do. Oh my God, so much fun. I'm just taking some of the extra flour that I have on the table and brushing it over it to make a really nice smooth surface. The original recipe actually calls for a Dutch oven, but since I don't have one, I'm using a cast iron skillet, and I'm pretty excited to let you know, spoiler alert, it's a great substitute. You want to cut the log into about 12 1-inch pieces. I'm really terrible at measurements, so as you can see around my neck, I have my seamstress tape that I actually used to make sure that everything was measured correctly. After this, we're going to bake for 25 minutes or until the buns are slightly golden on top.
All right, guys, the cinnamon rolls are done. And at the lighting, that's really terrible. Hopefully that's okay. So let's take them out in real time and see how they came out. They smell amazing, so I'm feeling pretty good about this. They look pretty great. Well, they're not like spectacular looking, but I mean, they look good, yeah. All right, let's see if I can do this without burning the absolute shit out of myself. Oh, okay. Whew. I got them. Look at that. Oh my God, they look so good. They smell amazing. So, whew. Let's put that to the side and let's always use our mitts. Let's not burn ourselves. Cast iron skillets are, fun fact, hot all over, even on the handle. I found that out the hard way. So the last thing that we're gonna do is we're going to make the, oh, they're so pretty.
We're adding a half a cup of vegan cream cheese. Come on, Amber, you can do it. There we go. After that, a half cup of powdered sugar. I didn't have it pre-opened. Terrible at this. Licking my fingers, don't worry. I washed my hands. 1/4 cup of mashed sweet potato. And a half teaspoon of vanilla extract. Now I'm putting it in my stand mixer and I'm just waiting. Waiting a little bit more. Dancing. Checking out the taste. Yeah, it's good. But I'm going to whip it a little bit longer. Adding more powdered sugar. And I really love vanilla, so just a teeny bit more vanilla. Tasting it again. I think it's almost ready.
Guys, I don't want to spoil it, but I've already been eating these, and oh my god, they're so good. They're so good. Oh, so good. I have to stand farther back from the camera because my face not as good as these. So, well, that's it. Vegan sweet potato cinnamon rolls. Pretty dang good. I'm gonna try not to eat all of these tonight, but I might eat all of these. Oh. All right, that's it. Thanks for watching.